Welcome back, Marvel Universe fans. Today I got a special treat for you. Obviously, we've been doing a lot of different reviews over here with Sakio Castro on here on YouTube. And I just want to update the blog and kind of give you guys a rundown on what we've been doing so far. I talk a lot about, quality, and some guys out there talk about paint apps. And, really what it boils down to is how well the figure does, how much it, I guess, interprets or portrays, should I say, that's the word I'm looking, portrays the fictional art in comics. And Hasbro has done one heck of a job, and I give my hats off to them, to the things they're doing. And they're bringing back Marvel Legends for some of you guys who really love articulation and love details, because obviously the paint work and the paint apps on Marvel Legends are far superior to the Marvel Universe lineup. And I think a lot of that has to do with size. You're talking about 6-inch figures versus 3 3/4-inch figures, so you have a lot more surface to work on, a lot more details to get right. And on Marvel Universe figures, there's a lot more things that can go wrong, being that they're so small. But even with their size, Hasbro's done a hell of a job. And a lot of you guys out there talk about this, talk about that when it comes to design. Well, without any more wait, and let me just give this out to the naysayers in the Marvel Universe 3 3/4-inch / Marvel Legends reviews out there. A lot of people doing a lot of reviews, but some of you are pointing out some of the things that aren't as obvious to some people. So here goes my buddy, and this is the Mighty Thor. This is the version from the Marvel Universe single carded figure, and as you can see, it's the new style Thor. He comes with a very big box, similar to the Hulk. He's got a lot of power, similar to the Hulk. I just want to give everybody a rundown on the artwork back here. It's a Hammer file, and this came out, I believe, sometime in 2009 or 2010. I'm not really sure. Back there they show you Iron Man with the Extremis armor, Captain America, the classic one from the World War era, and Luke Cage. I'm actually missing him. I had him and I returned him because the card that came with the blister pack was torn. So I don't know. I'm stupid. In the back, talks about Thor and Darkness of Ragnarok. He found a world far different from the one he had left behind. He therefore resolved to concern himself more with Asgard and its people than it was the problems of humanity. Even so, the closeness he felt with the mortals of Earth led him to bring his kingdom to the mortal realm so that his fellow gods might learn what it was like to live among them. Asgardians are, I guess, immortal, and so is Thor. Thor comes with Mjolnir. Cool little hammer there. And let's get him open. I'm going to talk a little bit about his articulation, and then of course I'm going to get into a little bit of the story. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy open. Here he is, folks. There's the God of Thunder himself. Now this is the Thor that comes during the Civil War. There was a storyline where Thor is like a flower child or a tree hugger that goes chasing people's causes, obviously because he has got nothing better to do. But he realizes that Iron Man has created Ragnarok, which was the robotic clone of Thor, and Ragnarok was also responsible for killing Goliath in the Civil War series. But there's a 2-pack of this particular Thor with the Iron Man Extremis armor, and of course there's also a Thor just like this, and he comes from the Toys R Us exclusive Hall of the Avengers. What I noticed about the one from the Hall of the Avengers is that Thor has the exact same getup as this one. The only difference being he has the black gloves, like in Ages of Thunder. I have the Ages of Thunder Thor, but it probably won't open because he's an exclusive. I hear Marvel's got the Age of Thunder already out, coming out on the next wave for 2012. So let's talk a little bit about Thor. They got rid of the snap-on cape like the first one. He's got a, looks like a ball-jointed head that comes right off. He's got a ball-jointed shoulder, bicep swivel, single-jointed elbow, wrist twist. He's got the 3-point waist articulation down here and up here in the torso. It looks like he's got a ball-jointed hip along with thigh swivel, double-jointed knee like always, and then he's got the swiveling ankle with pivot. So this is a well-articulated Thor, right? And I love this Thor because I'm not a big fan of the future Thor or the modern era Thor. I'm very nostalgic, and I love the old classic Thor like I did in the comic 2-pack with the Enchantress. And let's put these two side by side. Now I will go over the classic Thor later down the line, but these two, this is the iconic Thor and this is the modern Thor, both equipped with Mjolnir. It took me a while to figure that word out. So Thor, he has a movie out, and just came out in DVD not too long ago. And you know, he has this look, which if you look at the detail on it, I'll bring him closer. But check out the detail on Thor. I don't really like his eyes, his face sculpt, but I can live with it. It makes him more look like Randy Quaid from National Lampoon's Vacation. Love the armor, the detail to the boots, the detail to Mjolnir. I love the cape wash. Like I said, there's two variants of this particular Thor. One with the black clouds from Age of Thunder on the Toys R Us exclusive, and the Iron Man Thor 2-pack, which essentially explains the Civil War and the fight between Thor and Iron Man. Iron Man basically pisses off Thor, and Thor just like, you know, he comes out of his punk mode and immediately starts pounding on Iron Man. Iron Man learns his lesson. But yeah, I mean, that's Thor. Another thing about Thor is his crew, and I'm going to review these in a little bit. I did not buy, and I probably will, but I haven't bought a Thor movie figure, only because I refuse to. You know, I like Chris Hemsworth and all, but you know, that's not Thor. He's too puny. Thor is supposed to be bulky, mighty, and strong. I did get his the Warriors 3, as well as the girl, I can't remember her name, Valkyrie? No, Sif. Her name is Sif. I got her, and she's a pretty cool figure to have. Very hard to get. And of course, I've got the Destroyer, the variants of each other, which are two different names. But yeah, just do your history on Thor. I wanted to bring out another character that I reviewed earlier, but most people don't know this. But right here, you've got the Absorbing Man, and I usually find him fighting the Hulk. A lot of you do. But little do we know that he was actually created in Thor comics by Loki. So, and then of course, that's the old school Iron Man hanging out with the new school Thor. So, you can see them all, you know, lined up, Marvel Universe, along with the Iron Man, and then of course I will be doing the Thor movie figures. But stay tuned, folks. I hope you enjoyed this small review. This is a continuing series. We'll be doing a little bit more on Thor and probably getting into some more Avengers down the line. But I thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or comment, feel free to leave them down below. Please subscribe as always, and I thank you for viewing my videos. This is Castro signing out for you guys out there in the internet, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Hope you enjoy. Bye bye.